Hello. I watched The Deep, 1977. The Deep, a kind of adventure treasure hunt, underwater treasure hunt thriller movie starring Catherine. I guess Catherine Bissett. Oh God, Catherine Bissett, Nick Nolte, Robert Shaw, with Eli Walsh, directed by Peter Yates, based on the novel by Peter Benchley, who had been who, due to the success of Jaws, which also had Robert Shaw in it, was bought up, and they were eager to get into the Peter Benchley business there, and yeah, make it's definitely, it does not have the sharp concision of a Steven Spielberg movie. There's no, rampaging Jaws shark that's coming after people. It doesn't have just kind of the more tightly wound stuff. It's actually fairly pedestrianly filmed. Probably the most notable image happens at the beginning, where Bissett is swimming with Nick Nolte in a wet white t-shirt, and while she holds up the puffer fish that's all puffed out with its spikes, her wet t-shirt is prominently showing her nipples, and that's probably the big image of the thing, which was used by the producers to sell the movie, much to Bissett's displeasure. Unfortunately, also in the movie is some evil Haitians. One the lead of them played by Lou Gossett, which are basically there to evil black men uh, um, sexually assault a Bissett twice in the course of the film. Yeah. Nolte and Shaw are kind of good, kind of, I guess, kind of chunky, kind of gravitas, kind of dueling egos. It's one of these movies where it's like, oh, there's a testosterone battle, and yes, Nick Nolte does not win. He is the young hunk to Robert Shaw, who I think didn't actually live too much later after this film. Um, but it's a silly film. It definitely goes on too long. It's all about kind of um, ampules of morphine, but then under the ampules of morphine, there's one wreck. It's 1940s, but then under that wreck is a Spanish wreck, and there's a little bit too much talk about that could have gotten tightened up. I think it was notable at the time because it's like, it's underwater photography, and apparently Shaw made the suggestion that the cast on-screen cast should learn how to scuba dive so it'd be more realistic, which they definitely do, and it definitely adds to the thing. There's not as many kind of like, okay, here's the stuntman shots, but it seems like a pretty dopey plot. Yeah, I mean, in the end, the image that probably will stick with me from the thing is that opening shot of Bissett swimming around in a wet white T-shirt. It sold the film, and it's probably the only thing that deserves to live on from it. I really do enjoy Robert Shaw. I should see him in something other than Jaws, where he has that amazing scene of them in that cabin and him telling the story of the sinking of a World War II thing and the sharks attacking. I really remember that. I mean, that's one of these notable things of, I think he extemporized on set, I believe, and that's apparently what also happened here is he and Nolte both rewrote their lines as they're doing it, which, judging from the kind of the clunkiness of the plot and the stuff like that, it was probably a good idea. All right, so yes, that is The Deep, a good wet t-shirt scene or two, and some fun stuff from Robert Shaw, but that's about it. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.